The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Crazy? I haven't listened to it yet.
We're on the air, Kurt. You want to put your headphones on and join the show there on Victory Monday, Kurt?
Victory Monday!
Victory Monday! Looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside. It's very empty, Tostitos Championship Plaza, for a home game. I figured there'd be some folks out here touring and doing all that stuff. Anyway, outside Ford Center at the Star of Frisco, where it is 92 degrees. It feels like 92. The high is 94. The low tonight will be 70 degrees. And boy, it's hot in the studio. Woo-hoo! The Cowboys on fire!
This team is on fire!
Man! Oh, Jesse, what's our punchline? What's our show motto?
Oh, you got to introduce everybody. You got to go.
Oh, okay.
Nate, Kurt,
You do it. You do it.
All right, cool. That's Shannon, Nate, Kurt, Jesse. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of the Braille. People feel us.
All right.
That is not Nate. This is actually
I was like,
Kurt.
wait a minute.
It's actually Kurt.
Wait
Sorry.
a minute.
Nate.
I was looking at Nate and started pointing this way. I wasn't ready. You didn't give me the heads up.
I'm sorry. We impromptu. Impromptu. What do you? All right, Nate. What you all?
Oh no! I'm just waiting to get this show started, man.
You got your parachute on?
No, I'm waiting to get this show started. I'm just waiting, bro, because I'm been doing a lot of interrupting today. So I'm just letting y'all know I ain't gonna be normal today.
He did, and then he straightened up in the second segment. So I guess we got to get him one segment.
I'm looking, man.
One segment to get him warmed up.
Y'all go ahead on, man.
Let's go through our predictions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Chris called it 29-19. Kurt called it 17-3. Nate by 3. Jesse 24-9 and Shannon 34-7 for a 2. We have a split decision. Jesse and Shannon with 7-point difference in the total score.
So we got to fight it out.
Great.
We can thumb wrestle it.
We can thumb wrestle.
Yeah,
All right.
in the break. And then Kurt, first touchdown. Jake Ferguson, you called it. Congratulations.
I didn't go with Fergie.
Now you went with Pollard.
Huh?
Go back and listen to the show,
Did Pollard score?
but not first.
Oh, okay.
Not the first touchdown. Chris, anybody else hit it?
Yeah.
Anybody else hit it?
Who did?
Give me a second.
Stop, Nate. All right. While Chris is looking for it, I'm sure everybody's going to say the same thing, but I went to the game, and one thing stood out. Yeah.
Look at you.
Touch me.
Money.
But one thing just jumped off the paper to me. What jumped out to y'all? Then I'll give you mine. What was your one? What was the biggest wow moment of the game? Or not moment, but just overall. Because this is 2 games they back to back. I mean, you could go with a lot of things. They haven't turned the ball over.
Right.
They've taken the ball away.
I thought you was asking them the question.
I am. I'm just saying they look like they were stunned that I asked a question. So I was kind of trying to lay it out for them.
Waiting for you to
Yeah,
finish.
you were going
you
there.
were
All right, I'm done. Go.
We were waiting for you to finish.
Go. Jesse, go.
We're going to wait for you to,
Go, Jess.
land your dismount. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to put
I'm
your
off.
hands up.
I'm off the horse. Go.
I mean, low-hanging fruit, right? And I'll let you have low-hanging fruit.
Thanks, because I'm short. Is that a short joke?
No, just you took us here, and we figured anytime you take us somewhere like this, you have an answer for it, and we already know your answer. To me, it's the command that Dak and Mike McCarthy have of his offense. That sticks out to me so clear. And there's fans across the Twitterverse that will complain about a sunny day. There are fans who will complain about anything. I mean, when you talk about the level of efficiency, and what I love.
I know where he going.
Freaky Mike
Right.
is in his bag.
Yeah.
Because you can tell in these games now he realizes this thing is in the bag. He is so locked in on what the game is and the tempo of the game and the flow of the game and how teams are playing. He's like, you know what? I don't have to take chances right now. We're up so many, they can't. To steal a phrase from Shannon Sharp, Zach Wilson couldn't play dead in a horror movie.
Not a Friday the 13th.
Chucky, Friday the 13th, Annabelle, you name the horror movie. And
What's
so
the guy with the razor blades?
Freddie and Mike's goes, there's no need to put the team in danger, to the ball in danger. I'm down 2 offensive linemen in the half. We have this thing so much in the bag. Don't show anything else.
Yeah, you almost dumbed it down, right?
Yeah, I don't have to
2
show
weeks in a
anything.
row.
And people are like, huh. If you told me right now, we do our predictions. If you said, Jesse, the Cowboys will average what they're averaging right now, 40 points in one game, 30 in one other game, and they will average 35 points a game, 35 and a half points a game.
You believe it?
And they said, would you take that score for the rest of the season? What? I'd take 30. If that's going to be what they average a game,
Every week. Sign me up.
sign me up. And I'm like you, forget Mexico. I'm booking the ticket to Vegas at 35 and a half a game. So when people talk about, yes, we can get better in the red zone. But what stood out to me, abundantly clear, crystal clear, eprevoyant. Help me out.
That's good.
Clairvoyant?
Clairvoyant. What are the voyants?
Yeah.
Bright.
Yeah.
The control of this
Clairvoyance
offense.
seeing the future. That would be it.
Whatever.
Yeah. One of those words.
Bright.
Offense. So you like the offense.
Football.
That's
horny.
a good take because
football horny.
That's a good take because I noticed the creativity and like some plays, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, that was designed really nice, and that looked. And you know what? Maybe that was here when Kellen was here, and everybody-
wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay.
The players
You
were
wouldn't have
here.
seen- Yeah.
The players were here.
You wouldn't have seen.
I'm serious, man. The players, you know what, Justin, to add on what you were saying, 44 runs, 35 passes, 80 something
80
plays.
something.
And look at everybody that touched the ball.
Yeah.
Like you called it.
The thing that is so amazing is you got Brandon Cooks, out. But Jalen Tolbert stepped up, and CeeDee Lamb said, well, I'll just take it to another level.
I told y'all.
I'm your man.
I told y'all.
And so when you're looking at this thing, man, and our tight ends, like we said last week, the rain. This week, no problem.
Tolbert was nice.
When you control the ball 42 minutes and 15 seconds,
ridiculous.
TLP.
your defense ain't gonna do nothing but eat. 17 minutes they played. Your defense. That is what the second or third highest total ball control for the Dallas Cowboys. Just.
That's kind of what stood out
Shannon,
to me. Was
yeah.
That just the 5 drives of over 5.5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they just like you. When we talk about this later, I'd like to hear you guys explain it some more. But just that taking them to deep water, just body blow, and it finally just wore them down. Like you said, they didn't need to get aggressive in the red zone. I don't know what all this noise is about the red zone.
I do want
McCarthy.
It's Dallas.
Yeah.
It's us media.
McCarthy played. He played to his strength.
He got out of the way.
Yeah, he played to his strength. He
Imagine
knew he
that.
trusted his defense, and like you said, he didn't have to make mistakes on offense. So
The
it was
thing
great.
that was amazing was right before the half, he kind of like, you know what? Let me throw it a little bit. But after that little spurt right there, when somebody probably said, kill him. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. Then he came out second half, I ain't gonna do that. I'm telling you, save your defense early, which we didn't do last year due to the injury. We couldn't save our defense. They had to tote the team. Now we save this defense, and we'll be rewarded 14 games later. We'll be rewarded with a healthy, strong, barring no injuries. Our defense will be fresh. Micah Parsons will be fresh. And now he can be more effective at the back end of the season. That's what you're looking for. And this thing was
What
it was
stood out
played.
to you?
Hey,
There are 2 takes.
what he said, deep water, what he said, all of that stood out to me. Man, the game was just great to watch. It was just great to watch. And like I said, the first thing I heard on Twitter was, the red zone. Okay, red zone. All right, red zone. We'll work on it, but we winning.
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, man. We winning. You know.
Yeah, they were 3 for 4 in the red zone the week before, so it's not like
You know.
It's now just it's splitting hairs at this point. In time.
Yeah.
It's finding something to be. I mean, that's Twitter. You can get on Twitter and say, "Man, I really love oranges," and they'll go, "You hate apples?
Yeah.
What?
You got against apples?
What you got against grapes?
Yeah.
Nothing. What stood out to you?
Your boy, the alien.
No, his boy. My
Number 11. I mean, pay the man now. Just give him back the truck up and give him all the money.
Yeah.
He's the most valuable player on that field. Like, and I wouldn't say that very few players I would value more than a quarterback and a skill position player. But that whole defense is designed around him, and just the way that one play where you had two guys crashing out, and he came all the way around and touched
so
two
fast.
of them. That's the
So
big thing that
fast.
stood out to me in person. And Chris, you can speak to this because you're on the sidelines. How much faster he is than everybody, and
he got a
his speed.
crossover now. He got a crossover. Now? He used that thing like 10 times just then it worked. You remember one snap he was over the center and they was going a long snap counter. He faked it. And he still did it. I'm like, how you do this out here, man?
And what
they
was-
looking at him getting ready to do it.
What was their was it 70, 78, 76?
Dwayne Brown or Beckham?
The tackle.
the left tackle, Dwayne Brown.
That poor
That's Dwayne
fella. He didn't have a
He done
chance.
seen better days.
yeah.
The thing
Why didn't they get that man some help?
There's gonna
The
be
guy's
some,
been in the league for like 15 years. He's probably
Supposed to be
like,
legit.
Jesus, I'm
That's
gonna
why they
retire.
didn't give him no help.
Chris, at some point in time this year, like we have to get
Yeah.
that girls from that plane. We need to get that queued up so we can just say it when we talk about Micah Parsons. That is not real. Like, we need,
We need that T-shirt. That's what we need.
like, we do. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that T-shirt, but we need that queued
Get
up
the
at some
PC
point in time.
version so
oh
we
yeah,
can
of
wear it on
course.
the air.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. But
He's unbelievable, man.
it's gonna come to a point. You know how Bill Belichick would like vice a receiver sometimes, just put two guys out there and say we're eliminating him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how you do it, but you're gonna have to keep a tight end or back end that's specifically designed to go.
That can block.
That-
That
hey,
can
that
They could
actually
just lock
block.
him up.
No, that just says wherever he goes, that's where you go and help.
But
like,
the thing is, they're moving him around so
and that,
much.
I know that's what I'm saying. The back,
So like he's gonna be
you gotta
underneath the center.
Stay right there. Stay. If he goes out wide, you at this point in time, if you're looking to do anything down the football field, the percentages of you being able to complete a pass like throughout the duration of a game and him not affected, slim to none.
The question for you, because I remember him, but I don't remember watching him play. Like Aaron Donald is a disruptor like that, right? And you heard the comparisons early in Micah's career, like Lawrence Taylor, and everybody's like, tap the brakes, let's just wait. But Lawrence was
That same guy.
the same.
Lawrence
How do you
was
stop?
that
How do
same
you?
guy.
How do you stop that?
Get a better offensive line.
That's it.
Get
And they
a-
moved Lawrence
a
around like that too,
yes,
right?
An average offensive line does not, and that is what 28 other teams are. Average. We thought y'all laughed at me. We good.
We good.
But 28
I believe
other
him now.
teams got a fat guy doing the media. We good. Unless you have a Micah can be slowed down. That's all I can say. He can be slowed down, but you're gonna have a healthy, in sync offensive line and with a back that can block. Because we've seen when they just put guys up there, it ain't even no respect. He just runs through the guard or the center because that's where he feasts the most. When he can get on a guard or a center, he feasts the most because guards and centers be quick to turn and try to direct you somewhere. Then they run you right into a back that really don't want it. And if you got a back that really don't want it, a lot of times he kind of half Olay, unless you're right on the quarterback.
Yeah, and what back in this league wants that monster coming at him full speed?
Do you got any guys backs that's just mean?
just backs that are mean.
That'll go at it, man. You got to
because of
go
his
at
I
it.
was about to say Derrick Henry because of the size.
Right.
That would probably be.
Or maybe somebody that's got a fullback that we don't see very often.
the Niners.
49ers.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll
Like
get at it.
in my head, I'm thinking to
Right.
myself, like as you're talking, I'm thinking, man, we are on a collision course with Philly and the Niners.
Yes.
Because to his point, the only two offensive lines that could kind of hold up or have held up
Right.
against Micah has been. I can't wait to week 5. I hope everyone's healthy going into week 5 because that's going to be
Just to see where you're at.
That's going to be the test. That's going to be the litmus test right there because, like, you look at Philly, you think about, all right, Kelsey's the center, right? So
Right.
And then you got
Lane Johnson.
You got Lane Johnson on the right, and then the left tackle is his last name Nada?
Malata,
Malata, something like that. Something like
whatever
that.
it is.
But,
fighting for us, Chris.
those have been the guys that have been able to kind of
Dance with
dance with him a little bit. And then the Niners, they figured out a way with that, keeping that tight end in there and just saying, you know what, Kelsey, Kittle, you might not get a lot of passes today. You might get 1 or 2 or 3, but what we need you to do is just dance in front of him. Just make his job a little bit more difficult. Like, just make him have to dance with you a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't block him by yourself, but you're athletic enough that if he goes really fast this way, you can at least cut him off at the path and send him back the other way. Those have been the only 2 teams that have really kind of been able to withstand the awesome power of the alien of he is not real.
And it's so, and you know what? And we have that guy on our team.
Is he the best? Is he the best? And I know people are going to say, "Well, how is he the best player when Nick Bosa's the reigning MVP, the defensive player of the year?" But is he the best player in the National Football League? Defender.
Yes.
I don't think you could say no. I mean, you could argue it.
Yeah, I mean, Bosa really only beat him in sacks. I mean, you look at the other stats and everything. Parsons.
Because I mean, he was great last year. I think he's better this year than he was last year.
So my next question is, if we're kind of as a group saying, you know what, he's the best defensive player in the league, where does he fit now in the pantheon of the best player in all of football, regardless of position? I still put Patty up there. I know he's not quite just. I still put Patty first. Is Micah like number 2?
I think when you have those conversations, you take into account who can change the game and who can win the game for you. And Micah's a guy that can win it on defense. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But y'all,
just because he doesn't have the ball in his hand every down.
Y'all can have Michael. Give me the key.
Yeah, I think there's still a quarterback. So
Y'all can have Michael.
But you know what? If he keeps playing like this, I mean, Aaron Donald's in that conversation every year, right?
That's right.
He's a top 5 overall player in the league, maybe top 2, 3. I think if Micah keeps this trajectory, I think he's in that he's 1A. I think. Yeah. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, he's in the conversation. Like I haven't
until
taken
it's time to pick.
I haven't taken a. No, I already told you. I told you. I told you who's won. That still stands for me.
Yeah.
Patty's still number 1.
Yeah.
But Micah's in that conversation, and he changes the game. Like he changes how you have to play football because of his sheer dominance.
When you take a guy and put him in the B gap or the A gap over the guard, outside or inside, and this guy turns and goes sideways, and you go with him, and he's the loop guy. You got a tackle coming right at you as a guard. I'm turning into this tackle. Yeah. I ignore the tackle and still go to try to get Michael. And my tackle is trying to push me back in there. It's a guy in you coming in, and you ignore
Talking to your mic.
You know how many times a game that happened to him? At least 4 times a game where the 2 offensive linemen ignore the other guy. It's been sacks that have been missed because they're ignoring this other guy.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, so much more to talk about.
Since Shannon got hyped by the guy he should have been knowing about all the while.
The big Cowboy victory.
You see the traps on Micah?
30-10 over the New
like
York
the Hulk sitting on
Giants.
his ears.
We'll be right back. The second segment of Hanging with the Boys.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the People Show. Hanging with the Boys brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. And the second segment brought to you each and every day by
We ain't forgot about you, Cooks.
blockchain.com. Yeah, Chris, that didn't work out for you, did it?
Yeah, it didn't work out for me so much.
Sorry about that. Oh, Nate. Okay, I'll get over there and get it. Nate,
It's up under your foot. I don't want you to, and I don't want
Let
to
me ask
be
a question
spitting
here
on
in
the
a
mic.
second. The stat line of the game: Luke Schoonmaker, 2 games into the season, 1 target, 1 reception, 1 yard, average of 1, long of 1, touchdown 1.
Did you see how he
Call
caught
it
the
career,
ball?
baby.
Look, did you see how he caught the ball? Like he caught
Perfect.
the ball and he hugged that ball. Like he held on to it like it was the like a baby. Like he was holding that thing.
He wouldn't let it go. He's like, "This is my shot."
He was like,
Getting on
man,
the
if I
board.
drop this one,
What school is he from?
Michigan.
Michigan.
We got 2 of those guys, right?
Mm-hmm. One in the first round and one in the second round. Is that right?
We got more than
Okay.
we have more than 2 Michigan guys on
Yeah,
the
but
team.
in this draft.
Jordan Lewis, what's he from?
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, how did he look?
Mozzie Smith,
by the
Michigan.
way.
Mozzie Smith, Michigan. Yeah.
Did Jordan look a little rusty?
I didn't have a chance to kind of fully watch the film yet.
Yeah, I mean,
He had a good play across
just
the
reading
middle.
others, he had 10 snaps and held his own. Had that one nice play that.
And we won't waste a lot of time on this, but how we feel about the kicker now? 2 games in. We good?
We good.
We good?
We good.
You good, Nate?
We
You
good.
all right
We,
until
we
you
always
all
good
right.
until we
You
good
all
until
right
you
till
miss
you
it.
Good till
ain't
you're
all right.
not.
Yeah,
McCarthy
till you
must be
not.
good. He was giving him chance, 55-yarder. He must feel good about
Boot
it.
on
Yeah.
it.
I know they showed the special team coach. He was hyped.
Dak, 82% completion percentage, no turnovers. That's Dak. That's rookie year Dak stuff, right? And
Yeah.
So do you?
McCarthy's offense. Dak.
So is it? Can you expect this defense to keep doing what they're doing, right?
Yes.
Can you expect this offense to, if they need to put 40 up, put up 40? Because they've done what they've done with so little effort, and it's like like the third quarter, they're like, you know what? Let's just let's put in our preseason offense. Like, do you think they have another switch?
Oh, there's another gear.
You think so?
For
We haven't
sure.
seen it yet, right?
For sure.
We haven't seen that gear, right?
For sure, there's another gear. There's another gear. Like this offense and again, I told you guys when I began to look into this offense, I went back and wanted to see what Green Bay did all those years under Mike McCarthy, and it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts. We're going
not 1,000.
1,000. We're going to just chop you up every which way, and it's going to become so difficult for defensive coordinators and defenders to really begin to lock in on. Yeah, you can lock in on CeeDee Lamb, but when you have consistently 2 games in, 8, 9 people receiving passes from your quarterback, now everybody becomes a real viable option. And, how many times have we gone to a game and you saw the little guy come into the game like Turpin, and everyone goes, jet sweep, watch the sweep. And it'd be a damn jet sweep.
Yeah.
To a point now when he comes into the game, you're like, what is he going to do?
Right.
Are they going to line up in the backfield? Is it a jet sweep? Are they going to throw it to him?
He can catch.
So there's this complexity that Mike is using all of these guys in all of these different ways. Tight ends are getting involved. Receivers are getting involved. Like, to think about, and I know Dak only passed for 255 yards, but the efficiency level that he did it with, and you didn't have the second best receiver playing in that game. Yeah. As this thing begins to evolve and grow and grow and grow, you're going to just be able to add more and more layers to it, and you're going to face teams like, we're not going to face the Jets every week, the Jets defense every week.
Right.
Like next week, the Cardinals, geez, Louise, this may be one of those 350-yard games where 12 guys get a catch in a game, and the efficiency level is still high. You score 30-something points.
But the question we still going to ask you, right, Jess, is what if the defense get out to that fast start and you get that lead? Do you still going to – Mike McCarthy go back, hey, let's go back into the turtle mode, just slowly move the ball, 44 runs, because I don't think he will purposefully get in the way. You know what I'm saying? If the defense get that lead. But if we get into a shootout, what Jess says, I think is so true. I think that they'll be like, this is what we've been waiting on, fellas. Now is our time. They're not going to take away things from this defense. Their job right now is to cater to this defense. Mm-hmm. And they're doing a hell of a job 2 games in. But if they get into a show, let's say some bad things happen early and this Cardinals team get up and then they have to show that, I think Coach McCarthy is waiting on that. I think he's just patiently waiting for his opportunity.
And I also think as far as, the relationship between he and the quarterback, that matters to him. And he wants to, not that he's trying to protect Dak, because I don't think Dak needs protection. No. But I just don't want to put this kid in situations where it was almost a pick six yesterday.
Yeah.
Sauce almost got his hand. If Sauce might have had some sauce on his hands, that was going the other way, right? But when Mike sees that, he got to go, okay, because as much as we look at Dak as this mentally strong dude, and I believe that he is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't want that snowball effect to happen again. And it's okay. It's okay that you just call a game right now that is clean, that is simple, that is efficient, that gets everybody involved. See, we've got so accustomed to we want the highlights. We want the big plays. We want the YOLO balls down the field. Like
what you call them, Jay?
YOLOs. The YOLOs down the field. And it's just, this offense isn't that. It isn't that. When you watch Aaron Rodgers creating this offense, a lot of his YOLO stuff was more so what he did at the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? Changing plays, changing calls, finding the matchups. I think we're going to see, because if we continue on the path of what Nate says, this preseason game number 2 for this offense.
Yeah.
Right? So they're still putting these things together. So as this thing ramps up, I cannot wait to week 5. That's going to be your test. That is going to be your test, where it's going to be a solid offensive line. It's going to be the best linebackers you see in this league, the best DBs you see in this league.
Where's that game at?
Chris?
It's there. It's there.
Chris? Oh, and on the road.
And on the road.
See, and this is what gets you prepared for the playoffs. We got 3 playoff games we can name right away. 2 against Philly, 1 against the Niners. How you play is going to say a lot of who you are. The thing about it is these teams we were talking about have a healthy respect for Parsons. Scared? No. Sorry, they're not scared. They have a healthy respect. Lane Johnson has a healthy respect for Parsons. Scared? No. So you can look for Parsons to line up a lot of times right over on the left tackle. That's who's gonna be scared because he ain't gonna be able to stop him. I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. I mean, they say Brown. Hey, man, Brown. Yeah, this Brown. 15 years ago, Brown would have been dancing with him. 15 years later, Brown just walking back to the huddle like, man, can we get some help over here?
Yeah, Jordan Mailata. Jordan Mailata is his name.
Hey, man.
He's a really good singer, too.
That reminds me of Kevin Gogan.
Oh, yeah, he does the little ukulele, doesn't he?
Y'all remember Big Kevin Gogan played?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Big Kev. That's one thing I like about Kevin Gogan. He wouldn't ask for no help. But he'd be like, hey, man, can we get a little motion? Can we get a running back leak out a little late? You got to wear it just letting you know, hey, man, I'm catching hell over here.
Would you ever, as a coach, when your defense is doing so well and your offense is taking care of business, would you ever put some plays in there that you want to see if they'll work or not as like –
yeah, you saw that.
If we get up, let's run this to see if we can do it in the game.
You saw that. Then when they went to that deuce package earlier in the game, that was one of those, hey, let's just see it. And it was like, wait, whoa, that didn't work. Hey, let's go back to what we were originally. Like, you could just see him sprinkling things in there. Like, there was a couple moments in the game where he was like, all right, that was glitchy. That did. Like, which one of these things looked like not the others? Yeah, it was like, this don't look like. And you could just tell he's like, yep, scratch that one off the list. We'll rework this one later on down the line. You know, of course, tight end jet sweep. Yeah, we probably want to go back to that one on the goal line again. We're not going to run that one again. But you could, there were moments in the game where he had these moments.
Where you're in control of the game and you're like, just throw this one.
Let's try.
And you know who else done figured out this ain't preseason?
Who?
Deuce.
Oh, you got popped a couple times.
I ran through these guys in preseason. You ain't running through these guys, bro. You gonna have to legitimately make them miss. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's been at 5.3 yards a carry or something like that.
Yeah, 5.3.
It's not like he's on his own.
Right. Before that, they was.
Well, he took his hits for sure.
Yeah,
one of those longer runs, he took a big hit.
And all I'm saying is he just had to adjust to the speed. I mean, because you see a dude that ain't even making people practice squads. He's spinning, looking like a Madden. Ain't no Madden now.
Second running back right there. Yeah. There he is.
Right, go to break.
Said what? I said that's your second running back right there.
Deuce. Okay, yes he is. I guess he is.
No, we'll take a break.
No, he ain't.
He's not. We'll take a break. Our last break. We'll be right back. On Victory Monday, Hanging with the boys. We'll be right back.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at Wingstop.com.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
James Wright here, your 2022 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year. You know how much I love my Cowboys, and I am thrilled to be talking to you about the 2023 Fan of the Year award presented by Captain Morgan. We're looking for the ultimate Cowboys fan to spice up the game. That means you eat, sleep, and breathe the Dallas Cowboys. If that's you, or if you know someone like me, then go to DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year and you could win tickets to Super Bowl 58 and so much more. Enter today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back. Hanging with the boys. Final
We got 2 more segments?
Last segment of the show. We got 10 minutes.
Come on, Jess.
What I do?
Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holly, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross, and we are hanging with the boys. And we're talking football. Cowboys, Jets.
So, Shannon, what excited you about the game?
All of it.
What excited you, Kurt?
I thought we went through that. It was fun, winning.
You know what excited me? It's the first time I've been able to drink a beer and watch a game in person in 20 years. That really excited me.
Nice.
And I drank more
Without sneaking.
I drank more. Never did that. I drank more than 1 beer.
Good for you.
Yes.
What excited you, brother?
We went through this already.
Welcome to the
Went
show,
through what?
Nate.
What did we go through?
Where were you at the first segment?
Now, he said what jumped out to you the most?
It's the same thing, right?
That's a little different. No, it's a little
What
different.
excited me about the game?
What has you excited about this team after 2 games?
Thank you.
There you go.
That, my partner helping me,
There you
man.
go.
Slowly but surely we coming together.
All right, so we can relive the first segment.
No, I'm just messing around. I'm telling y'all before we start, I'm gonna be acting the fool.
Here's a great stat that'll get you excited about this team.
All right.
At least one position group, anyway. This was provided by Kurt Daniels. CeeDee Lamb tied a career high with 11 catches, and he's on pace for 1,800 receiving yards this year after 2 games. There you go. There you go. That's Jesse. That's Jesse's pet cat this year.
Let's go. Next level, man.
Yeah, he was unstoppable there
Dude,
for a while.
he's
And you know what's so funny,
He's
my
looking
man? You know what's so funny? Thank you, Jess. You know what's so funny?
what's funny, Nate?
is
Nate
why didn't
ready
they
to
run
go.
him more? Why
Nate,
didn't they?
Nate's ready to go, y'all.
Yeah, why didn't they run him more?
we got the
No,
backpack
but
on.
why didn't when they
No
run him?
headphones on, backpack on. He waited back
closer
like,
to the door.
Man, why didn't they run him more at the slot last year? It's just something. When you let a coach, and see, this is where I blame freaking Mike. You know this kid was more dangerous at the slot. Why did you wait? Why did we do this last year more? Why did you wait?
Mike had the thumb on his on his back for
Right.
ownership. They were like, "Hey, this is Kellen's duties.
Offense, okay.
Let him call it. Let him
Right.
do it." So he was handcuffed. He was handcuffed. So
Wow.
but he back.
Why when you? I would, as a young coordinator though, I would be seeking knowledge. Especially if I got a Super Bowl winning coach, I would be seeking knowledge. I would be seeking it,
You
man.
know who is as arrogant as players who you just don't hear about it?
Coaches?
Coaches.
Yeah.
Coaches are as arrogant in the beliefs of their system, their style. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who's in coaching, and he was upset because it's like you want my opinion one day, and then when I give it the next day, you look at me as if because you got more years of experience than me, what I have to say doesn't matter.
Right.
And coaches can be some of the most stubborn / arrogant people on the planet. They believe in their style. They believe in their system. They believe in their way of doing things. And I mean, look, we had a decade of it when we talk about Jason Garrett. It was that's the way that he wanted to do it. Refused to come off of it, and even at the detriment of the team's success. That's just the way they feel, and they carry that system any and everywhere they go. I mean, look at the Chargers. They lose another game late because
I just want to win. I just want to win.
You know, I think one thing that's may have been lost or overlooked in this game is, you know, like we talked about, everybody's on Twitter like, got to get better in the red zone. I think this Jets defense is a really good defense.
They are.
And I think that is a testament of how really good this offense is. I mean, they hadn't had to show it the first 2 games, but like it.
Jesse talked about it,
Yeah.
and he repeated it. Deep water.
Yeah.
Just
Talk about that some more.
Yeah.
Because you said that's what they
water,
needed to
man.
do. They've basically, it's almost like you've been sitting in on these team meetings. Do you have an inside track you'd like to share with us this year?
Me and Freaky
Do
Mike
you,
like
do you
this.
have a
Freaky Mike.
you and Freaky Mike been having
this, man.
have y'all been having dinner up at
We've been
Cowboys
having
Club?
wings, man.
stuff?
We've been having wings,
Yeah.
busting this thing down. We've been having
Flavor
wings.
gets his.
Yeah, we've been having wings, man.
Nate's putting the notes on.
Nah.
You know what? He cashed this show in the first 2 minutes we were on
He
the air.
cast this show in 8 o'clock this morning.
No, man,
Where you gotta be? Where you gotta be?
man. No.
Is the game that was
I'm
it
just
just
excited,
that?
man.
Were you just that
I'm ready. I'm
disinterested?
ready to get up on them Cardinals, man.
Well, you got 2 days.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Trust
do
me,
tomorrow?
you are in a rush to get to nothing.
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm just.
Do you have a paid appearance somewhere? Or something?
No. I wanted to hear what Jess had to say. I want, you know.
You got a player show tonight? Is that Wednesday?
Man, no, I'm just chilling, man.
Something's going
I ain't
on.
in no hurry.
You can tell something's
I
going
am
on.
not in no hurry.
Where you got to be by lunchtime? Mississippi?
No, man.
Oh.
No, I'm just trying to fight back my excitement, man.
You just were the one the other day that told
I'm
us
trying to
don't
fight back.
fight
Don't
back.
hit the
Be
brakes.
excited. Don't hit the brakes. All gas. Well, you got to make a decision,
Man,
baby boy.
man,
Are
I'm
you
sorry
gonna be
to talk
all
about-
gas, or you gonna be?
You gotta understand. I'm talking about beating the Cardinals like 50 to 4.
This might be the one team that's possible.
Yeah.
This might be the one team that's possible.
And if you say Cowboys by 3 after that statement on Friday, you're off the show. Speaking of, have you talked to your boy?
Oh, I talked to him this morning.
Yeah.
And really, he listened to me because he been begging me to come to a game. I said, I'm glad this wasn't the game because what that kid did to Hunter,
Yeah.
after the ball hit the ground, he takes 6 steps and cracked this kid the way he did, and nobody's talking about it.
Lacerated liver out for
Oh,
3
my
weeks.
goodness.
I mean, nobody's talking about it. If Dion kid
Oh, yeah.
would have did that to another kid, man, you know how viral that would have went. Mm-hmm. And then you had this kid number 8 having a great game. 8 on number 4. He was
Karma.
defensive.
His last name's
He was
Karma.
having a great game.
Yeah.
Now you
Go
gonna
figure.
take Dion's kid and drive your shoulder and head into his face and dram him in the ground? And the announcers or nobody else.
They at least threw that other kid out. They at least he got ejected.
because they figured out, like, look here, if we don't want to look like the villains, we got to do something here, because after and I'm telling you, Prime got a way of walking past where I was like, man, you didn't do nothing. This kid just took 6 steps.
Yeah.
The ball
NCAA,
hit the ground and this kid took 6 steps.
NCAA. If you want to do something, now would be the time.
Yes.
Y'all made a horrible decision on my boy Tez Walker, not allowing him to be eligible.
That's right.
Here's your moment to kind of get a little bit more, get some grace back in your favor.
Yeah, man.
You can go ahead and suspend that kid for that late hit that caused Travis Hunter to be out for at least 3 weeks with a lacerated liver.
And they've been to play Oregon.
Don't be cowards, NCAA. Don't stop. Don't pick and choose when you guys want to be have your foot on someone's neck. This is the time. This is a really good time for y'all to step in and do something right for once.
Because they need this kid against Oregon. Oregon ain't playing.
They're always tough.
Woo. But anyway, I talked to him. He all right. I said, man, you better than me. When that kid would have drove my head in the ground, I'd have forgot I was the coach. I'd have forgot. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd have probably got beat up running out there. Bad leg, bad foot. But, man, no, I'm excited, fellas. I ain't got nowhere to be. I just don't want to dog out the Cardinals and mess around here. We get upset.
I don't recall ever us having a show after a dominant victory where we almost have run out of things to talk about in 45 minutes because
we said it all last week.
I guess so.
We said it all last week.
But it's like there wasn't a lot to criticize in this game.
I got one.
What do
Y'all
you
saw
got?
the post-game interview with Dak, right?
He get a little ticked off about keep bringing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
get a little pissed off. They
Yes,
keep bringing up
thank
that
you.
old stuff.
That's good.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was happy. I was
Todd?
happy
Who
he
was it?
struck back, man.
Who was it? I'm not sure who it was.
I was glad. Hey,
give me the
But
give me
they
the clip notes.
basically they asked him, they're talking about efficiency, and they said, about the interceptions what he did last year, and Dak's like, what about the year before that? And the year before that, and the year before that.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I get it, man. Like he's basically like, I get it. I led the league in interceptions last year, but damn, Can y'all stop talking about that? Like he basically said, can y'all please? I mean, damn. Like listen, I've moved on. Every one of those have a story. We're past that. We're on a new season. But y'all use that as the litmus test. What about the 6 other years prior before that when I didn't lead the league in interception? And I had one of the most efficient. He's getting to a point where he's like, all right, now that we've beat this horse enough.
Dallas Cowboys YouTube, DallasCowboys.com. Go look at it. I'm gonna look at it after this.
Yeah.
Right. He had on his little mob suit. You know, I wish he'd had a fat towel. He had his little mob. I'm serious. Didn't
that suit was ugly.
Yeah, that suit wasn't Dak. That wasn't GQ Dak. I promise you that wasn't. That was mob style Dak there. But when he went off, I'm like, Dak?
Yeah.
Dak fighting back.
Yeah, he
fought back a little bit yesterday.
He did it in a way you was like, you could tell his tone was like, all right, y'all. Yeah. Enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
If this all you got to talk about?
Because the question was, it was like, dating back to last year, you've gone 2 games without having an interception.
Right.
And he didn't do that at all last year. And Dak's like, what about the year before that? And the year before that? And the year before that?
In my rookie year.
There's so many other years where this didn't happen because last year was like every other game. It was like interception or back-to-back games. And he's
yes, sir.
He's had
enough
up to here.
You know what? And I bet they don't ask him again unless there's somebody from the national media that comes in and
like,
I'm mad at I'm media because I'm a part of them. I listen to them sometimes. Oh, they'll get together. Oh, I didn't come. They'll get together now. He's gonna throw another interception. This gonna be revisited. Oh, they'll get together. All these intelligent dudes. They'll get together.
Dak, last week you said for us to leave you alone. And you threw one.
Yeah.
And that'll be the thing. That's it right there. They're like, well, last week you said.
Yeah.
What about this week? It's gonna come back.
I know we got to go, but did y'all see Derrick Henry's outfit for the game yesterday?
No.
Yes.
Go back week.
Mexican Heritage Month.
That was there are a few dudes that can look good in anything. I think he's one of them. Just the way he's built.
Yeah.
That's a man and a half.
His swag level, like.
Yeah, but
he could pull anything off.
He said that he wore the little mariachi band type thing
Had
with
the big
sombrero.
big hat.
Yeah. He was representing his
wore the sombrero.
Yeah, he wore the whole fit. His girlfriend's Mexican.
Okay.
So he was saying I'm representing,
I liked it.
Heritage Month. You know who's another, people are not gonna like this, but to me, probably the best dressed football player in the league, Devontae Smith.
Oh, I got to start looking at it
from
now.
the Eagles.
Really? I got to start looking at it. He put it on right.
Some good fits.
That brother clean, and he has the body to where he's like athletic, but he has no stomach and like no fat. So like the suits that he get they fit so well.
Tight.
He looks. Devontae Smith. He's one of the best dressed.
All right, fellas.
We need a new series
Victory
on this
Monday.
show.
Yeah, hey, Jess, you got to start. Now you that guy. You got to start. Y'all got to start.
The suit guys.
Telling it every week. Say, hey, man, guess
Monday. Call us tomorrow.
And then tell us who don't look good either.
Oh, wait.
888-855-2297.
Yeah, 817-220-3298.
Tell us what you think.
Text us what you think.
We will be back tomorrow. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Jesse, Kurt, Nate, enjoyed it. Victory Monday.
Out.
Let's go. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Come on back, Brandon Cooks. Where we get your wings.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!